Okay, welcome to ANZCRL Combined Racing League. I'm your host Neil Haynes and welcome to round one of the Porsche Carrera Cup here at Londrina Short. Now the date for this race is set for the 11th of June 2023 and you can see this circuit here of 10 turns, 3.02 kilometres, so just over that 3 kilometres. And a very tricky first chicane entry after the start finish straight, and a tight little run through sector 3 as well after the back straight. So tonight we're going to have a 10-minute qualifying session which the guys are about to start very shortly, and followed then by race 1, which is a 20-minute time race, standing start with the weather clear and a 2 p.m. start. And then we'll have a short little break while we organise race 2, which is again going to be another 20-minute time race for 9 o'clock in the morning with an overcast skyline that should break up to the light cloud and then a bit of fog coming through as well. So big thing is there's no mandatory pit stops for this 20-minute race. And also no refueling allowed during the race. So all the drivers need to make sure that they get their fuel levels set correctly, ready for this 20-minute race as well. Pit speed limit is 50 kilometres per hour. So the drivers will have to make sure they adhere to that, especially exiting pit lane during qualifying. And during the race they have 3 track limits before a drive-through penalty will be issued.
Exiting pits.
Alright, so we will now quickly get into the race lobby and see what the guys are up to. At the end of practice, and we can see Dado at the moment, the fastest man out there. We've got 1 minute 40 left in the practice session. We'll just bring up the time in. So Dado racer at the moment, fastest time with a 1 minute 10.041. Gunner not too far behind him. And as we know, Dado is always very consistent. Gunner was the series champion for Series 1 when we did the Brazilian stock cars 2018. And Slide Science, Mr. Porsche himself, in 3rd position at the moment. Highlander in 4th. He had a great run at the Indianapolis 500 recently. We did. And Zach 18's back again after competing well in the Brazilian stock car series as well. And Cuckoo at the moment is in the pit lane.
Sorry.
Detective 209 is out there as well.
Yeah, all good.
Pete S in 9th position. Ashley Kutchi, obviously returning from the IndyCar Championship. Scar 666 came 2nd in the championship for the IndyCars. And you can see these drivers here. We'll go through a little bit. Some of these drivers have got a mixture of Pro and Am. So the Pro drivers are in the 4.0 Cup car that we can see Scar in at the moment. And the the car just in front is one of the 3.8 Cup cars. I believe that is Captain Awesome, currently there in 13th position. Now we have Stu in the Bob Jane T-Mark car. He's substituting for Christopher Razor in the Pro car. And just behind, or just in front of him actually, is Highlander in the second of the Bob Jane cars. He's actually in the PSA livery car, which is just a little bit different. You'll be able to see on the side layer, we've got the PSA compared to what we see of Stu's car being the full livery of the Bob Jane T-Mark's Bremtech brakes. Caleb Bree's kid in the Extreme 4.0 Cup car. And they're all just finishing off there for their practice times. So Dado keeps it there with a 1:10, but Highlander gets up into second over from... I'll just try and make sure I get the right screenshots here, guys. Sorry about just multitasking as we go tonight. But Gunner fell there back into third position. With Slide Science in fourth. But we'll continue on to the straight into the qualifying. Please let me know if you're supporting any particular driver. We'll have a look at those drivers throughout the night. Now 10-minute qualifying session. Bring up the map so then we can find out. Okay, we've got someone going for both the Zach boys. So we've got Zach 18, he's out in the Pro car with the Scott Taylor Motorsport Cup car 4.0. And obviously Zachy 3, who's in the AM car, the 3.8 Cup car. There's not much more difference between the 3.8 and the 4. And also Baron B, okay, good to see. So Baron B is in the second of the 3.8 Cup cars. So all the 3.8 Cup cars are the AMs. So we'll go through the list. We're obviously missing G-Dude at the moment, but Highlander, he's in the number 7 Bob Jane Racing 4.0. So we'll go through the pro drivers first. So Highlander 1777 in the number 7. Zach 18, as we saw earlier, in the Scott Taylor Motorsport number 18 Motorsport car. Then we have Dado Racer in the Coco's Restaurant Barbagallo, Western Australia car. So these are all the pro drivers have got the Australian livery pack that was from Race Department. I forget the name of the designer. I'll get that to you shortly. But so yeah, so that's one of the liveries from there. And then the next one of the pro drivers is Slide Science in the Heli Mods, number 69 car. So we'll obviously be keeping an eye out on Slide Science, definitely, as well. Gun 180. Some will be familiar with the Painter Dixon car that Craig Lowndes ran back in a couple of years ago, I think it was. So he's in the 180. And then Detective 209 in the Zonzo 209 Porsche Zonzo. And then we bring up, I don't think Scar 666, yes he is Scar 666 in the Objective Racing Porsche, which is a striking livery, so hopefully we'll see Scar do some good run in here tonight. As we said, Christopher Razor's not here, but he has obviously been able to get Stu in as a substitute driver, so whatever Stu gets points related will score points towards the championship for Christopher Razor. And unfortunately, Wayland didn't make it either. The wet qualifying, someone I did see mentioned. No, wet qualifying it's just a wet track qualifying session for qualifying 2. So this one's all dry, light cloud, 10 minutes, 6 minutes remaining. We'll quickly get through before it gets to the pointy end. Now the AM drivers, we've got Commander Jim. I'll just try and find his name on. Can't find Commander Jim. Oh, there is Commander Jim. He's in the 000 Porsche racing car.
Did everyone get disconnected?
Then John.
Oh, no, here we go.
John Wade.
That's not good.
I've seen a couple.
John Wade is in the yellow #1 Musica racing Porsche. And then we have Capablanca, who's in the 4-4 Asterix in the 16 valve motorsport. Then Ashley Cucci in the Composizioni number 53. And Calabre's Kid. As we've had a couple of guys just disconnect, so hopefully they can get back in okay. So Calabre's Kid, they're in the Extreme Racing car. And Cuckoo doing well.
Yep, joining back.
In the
Like that looks spectacular.
Just a bit too much curve.
65 Petrolis Racing. Timmy 82 in the Groundworks car. And then Pillick 43. We've got a lot of AM cars. And Pillick in the World Bet car. Baron B in the Hudson Hire number 96. Hey Bushrat, glad to see you here. And then we have the Unicorn that's in the Michelin racing car. That looks like a very good looking car. Zaki 3 will be our last one that we see. He's just come back in from being reconnected, I think, in the number 98. And also Captain Awesome, we forgot about Captain Awesome there. So there we go. I'll just quickly shut down now the Discord volume there. I think I've got going on.
Exiting pit.
Okay, well, we should be back. So with 3 minutes and 20 seconds remaining, we have this man here, Gunner, up on 2 wheels, pushing it hard down through turn 1. And it's pretty open up here. Now, this similar track to Simmons Plains. You can almost see the similarities to Simmons Plains here in Australia in part of this circuit. And Gunner looks like he is up on his time here, so he's going to get down further in these 109.820. Just see how he goes through here this sector. No, he's actually down actually. So Dado Racer is about to start a lap, so keep an eye on him with 2 minutes remaining as he goes up into second on that lap there. So beautiful time, 110.007. Bouncing over the chicane of turns 1 and 2. This is turn 3, getting it all wide through there. As Zaki 18 starting to complete his lap. He's going to get another 2 laps in if he's got enough fuel, or maybe only just the 1. I apologise for the sound cutting in and out through the speakers here. But here he goes, so let's see what he can do, Zach 18. So he's got a 110.6. So currently second on the second row of the grid in 4th position. Going to be alongside Highlander, but we've still got Cuckoo He's doing an outstanding job. He's down there in the first sector, Highlander. But Cuckoo, this man, have to have a look at him as he's in the AM class. Doing an absolutely brilliant job, as is Pete S as well. Pete S wildcard in it with a 110.881. So these AM drivers in the 3.8 Cup car, there's not much difference, especially when they've got some quality steerers in these cars as well. Now Slide Science is a man that got disconnected. Cuckoo up by 0.2 of a second here. He looks like he may get up into position 5 if he continues this on without any incident. Please let me know if all the if you're happy with the audio volumes, guys. I can't really adjust too much now, but obviously before race 2, if the car volumes are okay and not drowning out the commentary, as Cuckoo moves up into 5th position, not too far from Zach 18 either. And let's pick up John Wade as he's completing his time. Beautiful, thanks DB. And here we go. So what's John Wade got for us? Is he going to go up further? No, it doesn't look like he stays in 9th position. Slide Science, here he comes for his final run now. He's in a lot of traffic. This is going to be costly for Slide Science. This was not what he wanted. So costly for Slide Science. So he will find himself in 7th. The man that was 3rd or 4th, I think it was 3rd fastest in practice, Gun 180, has been able to hold on to pole just by Dado Racer, 0.052 seconds. The difference. 0.5 of a second away for Dado Racer in 2nd position, as Commander Jim's, I think he would have been finished his lap as well. So there we go. What a qualifying session there with Gunner on pole position. And Dado in 2nd, Highlander in 3rd. Cuckoo will be on the 2nd row on the outside. Zaki and Pete will be 3rd row. Slide Science and Ashley Cucci on the 4th row. 5th row, John Wade and Timmy 82. Then we'll see Scar 18. Scar 18 on row 6. Alongside him will be Detective 209, Captain Awesome and Stu, row 7. Row 8, Zaki 3 with Commander Jim. Row 9, Caleb Breeze Kid with Baron B. Row 10, Pillick and the Unicorn. And then it is the 4 Asterix with 1 grid penalty way back there in 21st. So let's get on to the race now. Now it's very important that the drivers got 2 minutes to make sure that they get their setup set for this 20-minute race. You'll see the counter is actually counting down. That will reset before the start of the race, so it is a standing start. So Gunner there on pole position with Dado Racer in 2nd. Highlander in 3rd. And then alongside him is Cuckoo in the blue car. The first of the Petros Petroleum car. He's the full-time series driver, Cuckoo. Zach 18, there in 5th position. And alongside him is the wildcard entry of Pete S in the same livery as Cuckoo. Slide Science in the Heli Mods, the blue and black car just behind Zach 18. And then we have Ashley Cucci in the red Porsche 3.8 Cup car, the AM. And then another AM driver of John Wade. And Timmy 82 in the Groundworks orange and black car. Scar 666 in the Objective. So we've got a pro driver down there in the back, as well as Detective 209. I think some of these guys got disconnected. So they had a time earlier, but then got caught out there. Captain Awesome in 13th position in the white, green and black Porsche. He is a AM driver, and Stu in 14th. So we're about to start now. So damage is set to full with it at medium level, which is 100% in the game. Auto start is actually turned off, so the drivers have to make sure that their car's started and everything like that, which I think they should be started for this session here. So here we go. So the lights are red, or red about to go. And here we go. Gunner's got off on a nice little jump here. Dado's following him. Going to see if he can tuck down here into the first part of this chicane. It's going to be a tight run, as drivers need to be very committed if they're going to make a move, or just be careful all through here as they come filtering through. Up over, it's so bumpy, and just got to be careful of any of the cars that get checked up as well. It can cause a little bit of a bottleneck as they all come through this turn 4. There's a few drivers that are just struggling, getting run on the outside, but it's still Gunner who has taken a nice clear lead in the Painter Dixon car. Beautiful run off the starting line from him. And Dado's dropped down into 5th position. He has been in the walls in the first opening few corners. Maybe playing a bit safe. Oh, it's one of the cars, I think it was, I'm not too sure who it was. It was one of the blue and white cars of Cuckoo. Oh, it was actually the, wasn't Cuckoo, sorry. It was the wildcard entry of P. So here they all come. So this is where we've got a yellow. We've got a full course yellow from the accident from Petey, I'd say. Maybe we've got some more here. We've got the 4 asterisks man of so he's coming into pit lane. Oh, the Unicorn, look at the damage that he has got. So we're under full course yellow, and the Unicorn hasn't got into the pits here. He has missed the pit entry. So we're under caution at the moment. So we've got Gunner, who's kept hold of his pole position. Highlander in 2nd position, so he's done a good start. He was in 3rd position, so he made a spot there on Dado Races. Zach 18 has had a brilliant start from 5th into 3rd, so he's made up 2 positions. Cuckoo's hold 4th position. Dado's dropped from 2nd to 5th. Slide Science has made 1 position from 7th to 6th. Then we have got Detective 209. He has made a big move from 12th up to 7th, so that's a great position change here, as I think that we may be going green this time around. I'm not 100% sure here. Ashley Kutchi is in 7th. John Wade is up into 9th position. So he started in 9th, and he started Timmy's dropped from 10th to 11th. So we'll just have a look just to see if pace is starting to pick up, or if we've got one more lap under caution. So it looks like we're all go. So here we go, restarting the race here on lap 3. And there's a big move here on Zach 18 on Highlander. So Zach 18's up into 2nd position. Caught Highlander napping off the restart. And here we go. Nice move from Zach 18. But Cuckoo now is going to see if he can challenge Highlander. As a Slide Science is hard under the brakes here into turn 4. As they all filter out through this corner here. And it's John Wade just holding off Ashley Cucci in the AM class at the moment. Cuckoo currently in front in the AM class in 4th position. But look at this battle here for Dado Racer, having a look to see if he can get a move on Cuckoo in the AM, as Slide Science goes way out there as he held it on. He's out really, really wide. He's going to have to try and filter on safely here. He's got a little opening here if he can get in front of John Wade. He should have the inside run in if he held it around the outside here for the final corner of turn 10. Just got to be careful that nose doesn't get in caught there with the back of that yellow Porsche of John Wade. So John Wade at the moment doing a great job. Currently second in the AM division. Oh, this is all happening here. Slide Science is getting it all wrong, but up front here with Dado Racer, he's been able to get that move done on Cuckoo. So we've got the 4 pro drivers in first to fourth. Cuckoo, the first of the AM drivers, in 5th position, doing a great job. And then we have Detective 209, the 5th driver of the pro drivers, as it looks like Highland's trying to have a little look there at Zach 18. Thought second of that on the safe side of things. Nice battle here for the pro drivers for 2nd, 3rd and 4th. As we have Detective 209 just on the back. He's obviously the 4.0 Cup car. Has just got that little bit of extra power. So this is a tight little circuit though. And look at this train right behind coming on through here. We've got Commander Jim, currently 4th I think in the AM class. As the Detective 209's gone out onto the grass, so he's had a problem through turn 1, I think it might be. We'll bring up the map there so we know exactly where we are. Now we're on the hairpin, so it was through the chicane that he's had a problem. As we pick up here on Pillick, what a great looking livery. This is the World Bet 87 car, currently in 16th position outright. Doing a great job there, but we'll just get back up to this battle here with Dado Racer, who's been able to make this move on Highlander now into 3rd position. So he started 2nd, so he's making his way back through the field. We've had one safety car period on lap 1 due to the Unicorn having an incident with, I think, 4 asterisks. Just a very technical little circuit this. As we said, it's got similarities to Simmons Plains in Tasmania, but we're over in Brazil here at Londrina Short, and Ashley Cucci doing an absolutely sensational job in the AM class car, holding off Slide Science, who's a very fast Porsche driver, but obviously he's got caught up into a little bit of difficulty there during the race. John Wade currently 2nd in the AM class. Ashley Cucci, as we're watching, he's just getting past, I think, maybe by Slide Science, but he's going to get caught up with John Wade. He should be able to hold this position, but John Wade's currently 2nd in the AM class in the number 1 Musica car. And he's roughly just under 6 seconds, about 6 seconds away from Cuckoo, who's leading the AM division at the moment. So this is a nice little battle for 2nd position in class between John Wade, Ashley Cucci and also Zach 3. So here comes Zach 3 with Stu M. Substituting for, well, reserve driver actually, just behind Zachy 3 in the pro class for Christopher Reiser, who we know is the IndyCar champion from Series 2. Let's have a look at the attitude of Zachy 3, just sending it into turn 4 at the hairpin, and was able to hold on to it, so some great driving there. As John Wade's just having a little bit of connection, little side spasms there, so hopefully that's not affecting the experience for the drivers there behind. But up the battle up front, I think at the moment between Highland is still going on with Dado Racer. So Highland has been able to get that position back, and he's looking at challenging for 2nd position to Zach 18. So we've got the number 7 Bob Jane racing car of Highlander challenging now. It's got the inside down here into the chicane of turns 1 and 2. Can he hold on to this? Yes, he can. A nice move as Zach 18 gives him plenty of room there. As he's now got under fire with Dado as they come through turn 4 hairpin, but he's been able to hold the inside line there, and he's pushing Dado out, and this is going to give an opportunity for Cuckoo, but he's on the wrong side of the track. This is, up on 2 wheels from Dado. Can he hold on to it now? He's going to have Cuckoo down the inside of him, but has he got the power of this 4.0 Cup car to challenge him under the brakes? One good thing about the less speed of the 3.8 is Cuckoo will be able to be later on the brakes. He's not carrying the speed into the corner like Dado is. And Dado's trying to hold it around the outside. It's a long ask to try and do that through turn 8 into turn 9 here. And then turn 10 to come back onto the start-finish straight. It's Scar 666 in the Pro car in the Objective Racing. Battling it out with Calibre's Kid. Doing a good job in the AM class car. Pete S is trying to come back again after his mistake early on in on the restart. And here comes Scar. He's going to have the inside run here. It looks like he's just been smart about picking them off, but he's just got to be careful. He's going to be on the outside with the Calibre's Kid attacking hard back at him. Don't these cars look great on track? It's great to have Porsche racing here at ANZCRL Combined Racing League. And what better than jumping on the roof here and have a look at Scar 666 as he's look at the extra power he's got here. He had a good run out of turn 6. But you can just see how the confidence of the slower cars, they can carry a little bit more pace into the corner. Due to the closing in pace of the faster 4.0 Cup car, but Scar's going to see if he can keep it down the inside here, but he's going to have himself on the outside of turn 10, and he's got to be careful he doesn't get caught out here with Pete S trying to get a run, but Scar should have the power now. And Calibre's Kid is doing a great job in his defending in the slower 3.8 Cup car, but here we go. Scar, I think, should be able to cover him here in the braking area. 2x2 through the chicane. This is commitment here by both drivers. Great driving here by Calibre's Kid. And look at PDS. He's going to come down the inside of turn 4. Down onto the back straight now. I got a bit excited. Here we are coming onto the back straight now out of turn 5 and 6. I forgot about the downhill roller coaster. What a great run this has been. Scar 666 is just trying to get out of the AM sandwich. And he just can't get out. He's basically the meat of the AM sandwich here. And he's just holding off Pete S there. Timmy 82 in the Groundworks car he's obviously a lap down, I think, by the looks of things there. After the first, maybe got caught up in that first lap incident. And Zaki 3 just in front of Detective. So this is a battle for the minor positions between these two drivers. Get up on the roof here. The cameras are just not catching up off properly as I think Detective Baron B, I think it is, sorry. I'm not too sure who was in there in that position there, so it's been a little bit confusing there. But back up front here with 6 minutes remaining, look at the lead. Gunner's been able to extend out here, an 8-second lead to Highlander, who's got himself a little bit of a comfortable lead of about 2 seconds. But look at this now with Dado with Zach 18. So what can Zach 18 do? Is he just trying to size up Dado? with just under 6 minutes remaining. And pretty fast paced by these guys, the 1 minute 10s, mid 1 minute 10s. As the cars are just starting to look like they're coming through some lap traffic by the looks of things here. I think it's coming through 4 asterisks, so hopefully he'll just get out of the way, as it looks like Highlander's been balked through turns 5 and 6, and look at now this gap is closed up. He had a 2-second margin and been caught up in this lap traffic. Zach 18 definitely looks like he's on a charge. He's concede position 2. And that's all you need dangling in front of Zach 18 in the Scott Taylor Motorsport Porsche. And look at Dado right on the tail now, running out wide. Trying to pick up here Highlander. See if he can get a good run out of the chicane. You can see how it drops down here. Little gully, and the cars bounce around. And they set themselves up for a good exit if they can out of this turn 4 hairpin. And then they drop down into the valley here, turns 5 and 6. Very fast through here. Yeah, it would be very good if they could differentiate the different classes exactly. It would be awesome. I don't think they need a BOP, both the 3.8 and 4, they're a different car in there, right? And obviously gives the opportunity for a Pro and an AM class like we're running here. But if we, oh, Dado's having a moment here. This is going to be, oh, Zach 18's been able to just get through there, but that's a moment for Dado. Did he hit the wall? I think he did. Is this going to bring out a full course yellow? I'm not too sure. And that's not what Gunner will want to see if there's a full course yellow. So Dado May got going, so probably avoided a full course yellow, but he's dropped some spots there, so that's brought Slide Science up into 4th position in class. Cuckoo still leading in the AM division. Second to him is Ashley Cucci. And then we have John Wade in 3rd position at the moment in the One Music Art Porsche, just trying to hold on to it here through the chicane as Commander Jim's not far behind. In 4th position in class, position 9 outright, and in 5th, PDS is a wild card. He's attacking as well at the same time. Pillick 43, we've seen him. Baron B, I like the Hudson High 96k in 14th position outright, and he's just got a really beaten up Stu. As he's a lap or so down. I think he's actually 2 laps down on these guys. As Scar 666 is still trying to get through this mid-pack of these AM drivers. And it looks like he's got a run here, so he should be able to pick up position 14. As you can see Stu working hard as well, just following behind Baron B. Zaki 3's in pit lane. Maybe for a drive-through, track limits. So we're going on here, 2 minutes remaining, so we should see 2 more laps remaining of this race. So it's all starting to spread out. Highlander in 2nd position at the moment. In the lead-in Bob Jane T-Mart's car, the number 7. And he's up on his fastest time of the race by 0.2 of a second. Let's see if he can continue that on and scrape away his fastest lap. So we're actually going to have 2 more laps now. So should see up to lap 18. And what can Highlander do? Will he put up his fastest time? Yes, he does. At 1:10.264. Not as fast as Gunner at 1:10.039 that last lap. So the track is starting to grip up. Zach 18 in 3rd position. And this man Cuckoo, he is absolutely flying in the AM class. 3.8 Cup car with the best time of a 1:10.653. Don't know if they come up the best time there. So best time for Cuckoo is that one around was his best time, 106.53. And look at him getting that toe down the back straight here with Zach 18 in front. Absolutely flying at the moment as the fuel levels are starting to drop, as Zach 18 is now defending for this third position. He's got Cuckoo, the class leader of the AM drivers, trying to get on the podium if he can. He's got slide signs behind him too, lapping similar pace as Cuckoo. Zach 18 just off the pace at the moment as we are on our last lap now. So can Zach 18 hold off the charge of Cuckoo? You think he should be able to, as Cuckoo will now be on defensive mode with slide signs just behind him. And just let's have a look to see how Cuckoo gets the run off here out of turns 5 and 6. He has been very, very fast through here. That previous lap, he was a monster onto this back straight. But he's got slide signs now, so he's going to have to cover for slide. Slide's going to have the inside down here into turn 7. So nice, and look at the slipstream really in effect here. And nice move by Slide Science now. Will he be able to try and get a last minute ditch? But here it is, Gunn, who's actually lost. He's had a bit of a moment, Gunner. He's dropped 4 seconds and he's lost the rear wing, but he's going to take victory here for race 1, round 1 here. Great run by here from him at Londrina. Highlander in second. Zach 18's going to just hold on for third position over Slide Science in fourth. Cuckoo comes home in first in the AM division. As we pick up Dado Racer, comes home in 6th position and 5th in the Pro-Am class. Ashley Cucci in 2nd in the AM class, and Caleb Ree's kid has been able to hold off Commander Jim for 3rd position in class. Well done to him. 4th for Commander Jim. And then we've got John Wade in 5th. Pete S came home in 11th. Captain Awesome in the 2nd of the Porsche racing cars in 12th. Scar's going to come home in 13th. Well done to him. Had a rough race there. Pillock in 14th. And Detective 209 in 15th. And Baron B is probably the last driver on the lead lap. So what a race that was. Gunn 180. Gunner has had a moment late in the race that we missed. So let's go through the order there as we try and... I've just got a couple of screens. So Gunner Highlander just got there in 2nd over Zach 18. Slide Science held on to 4th over Cuckoo. Dado in 5th. Ashley in 7th. Calabree's kid in 8th. Commander Jim in 9th position. John Wade in 10th. Pete S in 11th. Captain Awesome in 12th. Scar 666 in 13th. Pillock in 14th. Then we have Detective 209 in 15th. Baron B in 16th. Zaki in 17th. Timmy 82 in 18th. Stu there in 19th. Then the Unicorn and the 4 Asterix in last position. So there we go. So I'll just quickly save the replay just in case I need for any reviews on anything. And we'll return to the lobby for the drivers. But before we do that, guys, I will just put you into a break while we set up the next lobby. And you can enjoy some music as well.
your body, feel the rhythm groove. Feet moving, your body turn into a wave. Let it go, you gotta let it go.
Yeah, my right front
My
was
last
super hot.
lap and the second last lap.
My one was orange.
You're right. In the next race, I think it's a cooler track temp. You'll actually have probably cold left-hand side tyres.
Because crew chief was saying, oh, your rear tyres are cold.
Car could even get pole someone like Cuckoo because they handle pretty good. They might get less wheel spin.
No, well, quali's 5 minutes and it's wet, but then the
Yeah.
race is dry.
Yeah, but I reckon a 3.8 car might get pole in that session. Possibly.
Oh, yeah, quite easily.
Yeah, especially if it's a regular thing that they've got more grip and the hairpin itself definitely has more grip than that.
It was awesome. You're very quiet, Neil.
Can hardly hear you. Yeah.
And try not to have your tyres set on automatic by weather, just in case it is a damp track at the start and they put wets on and you don't want them.
Yep.
Yeah, pretty sure it's only hards or wets.
Hards or wets.
I was about to say if there's softs, that explained why my tyres were cold and everyone else was hot, but no. Must be just set up.
And don't crash on the last lap, that'd be silly.
Thanks,
Cheers,
mate.
Thanks, mate.
Sorry about that, guys. We just had I had a problem with the mute button of my mic. So here we are for qualifying for race 2. As you can see here, it's a very wet track with 3 minutes remaining. And there was talk there that maybe the possibility of a AM driver taking out pole position here as the little bit less power, as we're checking here on Baron B. So headlights are blazing. Overcast skies, 7 AM in the morning, and this is really going to throw a cat amongst the pigeons for race 2. Cars that may be out of position for qualifying. So the system that we basically, or the idea of the race format was obviously thinking of a Saturday race that we had for race 1, and this is Sunday's race in the morning. So obviously a very wet morning to start opening proceedings, and Zaki 3 puts it at the moment on pole position on an early time of a 1:27. As we in the drive, we did see those times by Gunner of a 1:09.8, so we'll get nowhere near there. But it's going to be the driver, you'd think, that will cross the line just as the timer runs out, that will get one last hit, as the track will be probably the driest that it can be. This man here is one man that we've got to keep an eye on, Cuckoo, who had an absolutely sensational race 1, where he finished. We've seen him finish in 5th position and took out the AM division. We bring up the map again. It just helps us with sector times as they put one in. So he may be able to get another lap in as Gunner puts it on pole position at the moment. And this is going to be the problem, the traffic. They've all come out all together. Been such a short, sharp qualifying session. So most of these guys are going to get one more lap around. And I think Cuckoo's going to have to just make sure if he holds this little gap that he's got between him and I think the car goes way up in the on the grass there on the hill. Is Dado Racer, man that was second, qualified second for race 1. And very tiptoeing around here out of turn 9 and then into turn 10 here, the final corner before they hit the start-finish straight. And we'll just see as the times come in. So what's Dado got for us here? He's a bit slow off his best that he's got, but he's 1 second off the pace of Gunner at the moment. So these guys are going to get another couple of laps in. Zach 18, unfortunately, he's not, but he's on his fastest lap that he's got here. Currently 1 second up from his 1:20, but that's not going to be enough. As Gunner goes faster again with a 1:16.6. But we'll just see what Zach 18 can do, because this is his only lap he's going to get in. Currently 13th. We saw Zach 18 come 3rd. In race 1, had a great race and puts it up into 3rd position. Up he goes, up the order, but don't forget Dado Race. Oh, sideways stage might be ruining his final lap. I think he's going to have a limit there. No, he's gone. He's out. Cuckoo, how's he going for time? Just missed his sector. And we're thinking that this man here may come up a little bit higher. That track has not dried up one bit. These drivers are well and truly in the thick of things. How's Slide Science going as well? I'm not too sure. I'm just trying to pick up where Slide Science is. As Slide Science is actually has been, I think, may have been disconnected by the looks of things there. Oh no, he's put it on pole position, Slide Science. Great, Tom. That's why I couldn't see him. He's up in the top of the order. As I've just lost all my train of thought trying to find Slide, so I didn't see where Cuckoo ended up. But here we go. Slide Science puts it on pole position over Gunner by 0.18, now almost 0.2 of a second. So sensational lap time by Slide Science. And Zaki 3, as we've seen, in 3rd position. Zach 18 in 4th position. So Zaki 3, I believe, is in the AM class. So he is the leader of the AM class in 3rd position. What a time by him. Ashley Cucci in 5th. PDS in 6th. Timmy in 7th. Cuckoo was in 8th. Highlander in 9th. So we've got some pro drivers back of the field here in the mid-pack of Dado Racer as well. Detective 209 in 11th position. So he was similar sort of position there in race 1 as well. Captain Awesome, Scar 666 down in 15th, Stu in 17th, Baron B, Pillick, and we got the 4 asterisks up into 20th, and then the Unicorn. So we'll go into the race now, and as we can see, it looks like the track is dry. So yeah, the track is dry now for the race, so it is cleared up for the 2 hours. So this is 9 AM in the morning. Gunner was going to be there on the front row alongside Slide Science. Zaki 3 in the AM class car in 3rd position. What a tremendous qualifying session by Zaki 3. His brother alongside him in the pro car in 4th position. Ashley, another good run by one of the AM drivers in 5th, so he's going to follow Zaki 3. Pete S, the wildcard entry, in 6th position. Nice run by him. Cuckoo in 7th position. Then we got Highlander. We got one car obviously not there on the grid for some reason, has not made it. So a disconnect there from a driver, unfortunately. Dado Racer. Detective 209, Captain Awesome, and his teammate Commander Jim just alongside him. Caleb Bree's Kid in 13th. Scar's got a lot of work to do back there in 14th. John Wade in 15th. Stu in 16th. Baron B in 7th. Pillick in 18th. And the 4 asterisks, and then the Unicorn. So here we go. We'll bring up the map. And let's go. And it's Slide Science. Gunner's got the jump on Slide Science. Great jump by Gunner into the lead. What Slide Science got, he's got to make sure he gets his brake in right here. Oh, he's up on the curb, but he's been able to get through Zaki 3. There's been a little bit of a tangle, I think. Zach 18's got through. I think he was just bouncing around. Dado Racer in 10th position, as we know that he was in, didn't qualify too well. As there has been an incident there. Stu's lost his bonnet. So we're under yellow once again. We have not been able to complete the first lap in race 1 or race 2. There was discussions about that happening. So the full course yellow feature is working in the game when you've got a lot more people on the grid. We tried it with the Indy cars in Series 2, as we were averaging only around about 13 or 14 cars on the grid. And an incident like we've been having in here just wouldn't bring up a full course yellow until we went to Indianapolis 500, and we accidentally had the full course yellow still selected and had to restart the lobby for that one because we're having our manual safety cars. But we had a lot more people on the grid and it worked. So I think it goes on the number of cars before it kicks in. So here we go. Looks like we may get a restart here. They do have a little display on their screen and it'll tell them which lap when it starts. So it looks like it's starting this way. So here we go. Let's see Slide Science. Highlander got caught out last lap around on the restart. Look at him at the back here, filtering on through. This is going to be tight as Captain Awesome has got John Wade down the inside of him. Oh, and there's a little touch through the chicane here, but they should be able to rejoin. I think John Wade's been able to rejoin nice there, and we've got Scar having a look down the inside. And he's trying to get a good run, and following him is Highlander 1777, who obviously did not have a good qualifying run, so he's got a lot of work to get back up to the front of the field. But it's Gunner down the back straight up into turn 7. Great part of the circuit here. And tuck it back in, keep it going, and then get the rotation in through turn 8 here. And then turn 9, this hairpin. It's basically a hairpin left and then right for the final corner here of turn 10. And you just got to be patient to get that power on down the start-finish straight. And here they come. All filtering through out of turn 10. And it's a good run right through the field here as we got one car, Stu, I think, or maybe the Unicorn. He's had a problem. He's getting going again. But back up front here with Ashley Cucci and Zaki 3. The AM class car fighting for position 3 and also for the lead of the AM class. And we've also got Pete S in there as well as a wildcard entry in the blue car. Same livery as what we've had is of Cuckoo, so don't get confused there. The first of the blue Petros cars is Pete S, the wildcard entry. Look at this, Zaki 3. Holding down third position outright, and the leader of the AM class in the number 98 Fanatec car. And then the competition's only car of actually having a little look down the inside. Let's look at Zach 18 coming out wide and getting a good run. If he can tuck it down and get a nice run here, see if he can get the power of the 4.0 Cup car. Overcome the 3.8 in front of him of PDS. And Petey's just trying to defend, but here comes Zach 18. Is he trying to have a look down the inside? No. Oh, big moment from Detective. All blocked up on the rear brakes, and he has had a wild moment into the chicane. And he's going to have to try and have his car restarted there. It's a manual restart, so of the car, not auto ignition. So hopefully he can fumble and get his ignition going again. But that was a wild ride into turn 2, into the chicane. But it's still Ashley Cucci here in the Fanatec car, holding third position. And this will be frustrating Zach 18 in 6th position, because he's losing touch of the front 2 of the 4.0 Cup cars of Gunner and Slide Science. And Detective has got going again. He's just in front of 4 Asterix and chasing down this man here, Baron B in the Hudson Hire car, who's looks like it's been scraped around a little bit in the battle, probably in the opening lap, I would say. But look at this move by Commander Jim down the inside of Scar. And he's going to be on the outside of the hairpin here, and will Highlander have a little look down the inside as they come down now out into the... Oh, there's a big spinner here. Is this... that's Petey. Pete S is gone. So a big moment from Pete S. I'm not too sure what happened there, but we're all on board of Highlander at the time. And this is still going on, this battle here. Zach 18's finally got himself, obviously with Pete S, had that big moment. So Zach 18 now can try and get onto the back of Ashley Cucci and see if he can try and clear these 3.8 Cup cars. And Dado Racer is coming in hard as well in 6th position, just behind these lot. This is where the battle is at the moment. It's good how sometimes the camera angles change around here. It makes it hard for the director to try and keep hold of the cars sometimes, but that was a great shot, as you can see the elevation change coming down through turns 5 and 6 there. And just the attitude of these cars as they come down through 5 and 6 as well. Sensational work here by Zachy 3. Oh, he's just holding the inside. He's been a bit defensive here, Zachy 3. Can feel the heat from Ashley. And Ashley needs to keep an eye on Zach 18 behind as well. And Zach 18 is going to have to start thinking about Dado behind, because he's on a charge. And with a 1:10.7 lap time, he was a little bit faster than Zach 18 that time around. But Zach 18 is obviously getting held up by the 3.8 Cup cars, and I just thought there Dado may have just got it in a little bit too hot. This is where the drivers need to have a level head, knowing that the car in front that Dado's been catching, who's obviously a pro car class, he knows that. He's getting held up a little bit by the 3.8 Cup cars, so the braking is a little bit earlier, just so he doesn't, Zach 18 doesn't get in the back of Ashley Kutchi. So with 11 minutes, oh, and I think it's not too sure at the moment. I think it was Ashley. He's been able to hold on to it, but now he's opened up to Zach 18, who's got the inside run here of turn 9, but then he's going to be on the outside of turn 10. And Ashley's still down the inside. Is this Dado now down the inside? Look at Dado. He's going to pick up a spot here, I think. Maybe on Zach 18. He's going to have a little run there side by side down the start, finish straight, but then Zach 18's got the preferred line into the chicane here. But Dado's muscling around the outside. Look at this from Dado Racer. Great driving and commitment by Dado Racer. And Scars come down the inside of Cuckoo of turn 4. Here they come down through turns 5 and 6. It's all happening as the pro drivers are slowly catching the drivers that didn't qualify well in the wet. Are now coming on through. And it's Scar 666 down the inside of Cuckoo, down here into turn 7. Just got to keep nice and calm, because there's another corner here, turn 8, and then turn 9's another left-hander. So here comes Highlander 2. He's going to try and get on the back of Scar if he can. Oh, a little bit of a touch. Got to be nice here. You can't be bumping and rubbing too much. It does happen in racing. They're racing hard, these drivers, but nice driving by Scar. He's got himself up into 7th over Cuckoo. As just having a look at Highlander to see as Cuckoo's defending hard. Look at Highlander. He's so aggressive, Highlander. And he's going to have this. Can he pull it up for the chicane? Yes, he can. Oh, a little touch. But he had that corner. So Cuckoo just had to yield there. So nice driving by both. And I think Dado Racer. Just jump on here on the roof. And let's have a look inside here of Dado at work. And again, apologise about the audio issues of the in-car sounds. Oh, as the rear end stepping out on Ashley. And Dado will really want to be clearing both these red cars if he can. Get himself on the podium. And just the audio seems to drop out when you get a bigger field of cars. And here we go, back on the track side as they all come through. Another good little alternate track camera there. As Dado's going to see if he can make a move. He's just got to be careful here as the fog now is starting to settle in into this race. As Dado down the inside here of turn 4. Nice move. Picks up position 4. As Ashley now has to try and see if he can get a little bit of a toe to help down this back straight. Look at the attitude. Look, they're up on 2 wheels, or at least 1 wheel come up off the ground, coming down through turn 6. And these guys are still going with Commander Jim. Still in front of John Wade in the number 1. Musica racing car. And And Pete S, as we've seen him have a wild ride earlier. And he's... Oh, this is a moment here. Zaki 3 is now getting under a pump from Dado Racer. Half a second separating these two. As Dado's going to try around the outside. That's a long way around turn 4, I can tell you that much. It's obviously he's trying to see if he can get a good run now down the back straight. He's got to tee up a run here. And these cars, are they slowing down a little bit, or are they still going hard? I'm just was thinking there, was there a full course yellow, but no, they're going hard still. Actually, I think there is a full course yellow. So there's a full course yellow. So there's been an incident there. Not too sure, as Captain Awesome's coming on through to try and get back onto the back of the grid. So here we are. So we can reset here. So we've got, let's bring up the timings. We've got Gunway 80 leading this race with a best time of a 109.732. What a lap that is. Slide Science in second. Zaki 3 holding on to third position in the AM class and leading the AM class. Dado Racer in fourth. Ashley second in the AM class in fifth position. Zach 18 in sixth. Scar has done a great job into seventh, and Highland has been following Scar right through this race, and he's in eighth. Cuckoo in ninth position. Commander Jim in 10th. John Wade in 11th. Then we have Pete S in 12th. Calebree's Kid in 13th. Haven't seen much of Calebree's Kid. Baron B in 14th. Detective in 15th. Unicorn in 16th with Stu in 17th. Captain Awesome in 19th. And the 4 Asterix in 19th. But look at that, the Unicorn has got a 30-second time penalty, and Captain Awesome has a 10-second time penalty. So there you go. So we should be going green after this time around, I think, as some of the cars are still littering around the circuit. We got the Asterix just there at the rear of the grid. We've got, obviously, I think, Captain Awesome in there. The Unicorn still going slow. I don't know why he's not speeding up. Unless it's telling him to say a certain speed, but I thought he should be speeding up somehow. But we should be get going here, as we got Gunner in first position with Slide Science just behind him, and one of the cars, Stu, is actually there as a lap car, just staying out of the way. So here we go. Slide Science is going to have to be, Stu's going to have to just pull over here, I think, just to let the field through, as Zaki 3. And this is going to be on here. Oh, big moment here, Highlander. And Scar's off onto the grass as well. Big moment there into the chicane. Sure, there's going to be maybe a review there after the race, but here it is, Dado Racer. Finally got into third position over Zach 3. And, Zach 3 spun it after trying to hold on to that, defend that position from Dado Racer. But it's Gunner out in front in the Painter-Dixon Porsche, and doing a great job there with 3 minutes remaining. And it could be another virtual safety car. I'm not too sure if it's going to be caught. No, it's race on, so everything's all good there. So 3 minutes remain. Slide Science in second position. Dado not too far away there in fourth position. Ashley leading the AM class now, just in front of Cuckoo and Pete S. Calebree's Kid, here he comes. in 9th position. He's jumped some spots with those incidents on that restart. So good job by Caleb Bree's kid, up in a 9th position, and he will be in class. He will be 4th. As Pete S, the wildcard entry, is currently in 3rd position in class. Now the fog is starting to get fairly thick here with 2 minutes 20 remaining. As John Wade here is just trying to overtake Stu, who's a lap down, and he's also got Zach 18 coming back down through the inside, so he's picked up a position there, up to position 10. But it's all about these two here, Cuckoo and Ashley. What can they do? This is a battle for the AM. So Gunner at the moment, 3-second lead from Slide Science in the Pro Division. But this race here is not over for the AM Division, with Ashley Cucci leading this time around from Cuckoo. Cuckoo, the winner of the AM race for race 1, currently in 2nd position, now chasing down Ashley Cucci, who we're watching here now in the competition's only 3.8 Cup car. Isn't this a good sign here to seeing the two Petros team cars in 2nd and 3rd in the AM class? We said Pete S is obviously wildcard entry for round 1. So they're well represented. So Cuckoo's having a great round at the moment. Ashley Cucci actually came 2nd in race 1. So they'd be both leading the championship on equal points if it finishes this way. So Cuckoo will be doing his best to see if he can try and get Ashley. This will be the last lap around. So he hasn't got too many more corners to go to get this done. So it looks like Ashley may take victory here in the AM class. Oh, there's a moment. There's Baron B is caught out on the back straight, but there's no one stopping Gunner 18. Clean sweep here, round 1 at Londrina, as he's just got 2 more corners to negotiate. There's still a little battle here for 2nd position though. Dado's caught onto the back of Slide Science. I think it's going to finish under yellow actually because of the Baron B. So these drivers have to make sure they don't do anything silly here. So here it is under yellow. So Gunner takes victory from Slide Science. Or did Gunner actually have a time penalty? Not too sure there, so that could have given Slide Science. We'll have to just have a look at the timings here. Not too sure there. This doesn't have anything about a time penalty for Gunner, so we may have to just double check there. Obviously will be reviewed with the replays because some of the drivers may have been caught out on position there by the sounds of things under yellow. First time we've had to finish under the yellow. But well done to this man, taking back-to-back victories. Even though it's not saying that, I'm assuming that he did with that yellow. Should have been finished there in front of Slide Science. With Dado in 3rd. Ashley taking out the AM class. So well done to Ashley. Cuckoo came home in 2nd, and Petey will be 3rd in the AM division. So well done to those guys. So there we go. So I think Slide Science just sneakily took Gunner there on the line of the caution period. So that will be reviewed. So, but as I said, Gunner looks like obviously if it was under yellow will have taken victory there. with Dado in third position. The podium will be Ashley, Cucci, Cuckoo and Petey. Highlander in fourth position in the Pro division. And then Zach 18 in fifth, but eighth outright. John Wade in ninth. Zach 3 in 10th. Caleb Breeze Kid in 11th. He was up in ninth, but we'll have to double check that nothing happened there in the end there, but with that yellow, it caught him out, but I think he may have had a mistake. And Scar 666 in 12th. Detective 209 in 13th. Commander Jim 14th. The Unicorn up into 15th. That's a great result by the Unicorn. And obviously with that 55-second time penalty, he was actually a lap in front of Stu, so that was lucky that he had a lap clearance on Stu. 4 asterisks in 17th. And then we had Captain Mawson 2 laps down, Baron B in 19th, and Pillock retired early halfway through that race. I'll just quickly grab a couple of screenshots there. And there we go, guys. And thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoyed the stream there. And I've been your host, Neil Haynes, and next week we're at round 2 at Cascavel. So I hope to have you guys on board and enjoy the race again next week when we have another 2 20-minute races for the last runner in Brazil before we go to England for the next races there. So we visit Brazil, England, and then we finish off the season at Nürburgring in Germany for a mini Twilight 60-minute enduro. So there you go. We're ANZCRL Combined Racing League for all you Australian, New Zealand sim racers. Hope you enjoyed, and we'll catch up with you next time. Cheerio.